All right, here we go. Dear Mattsons, my daughter wants to wear clothes that are shorter and tighter than I'm comfortable with. How do I encourage modesty but still allow her to dress trendy? Sincerely, modest and trendy. Why don't you take this one, honey, to start off with?
All right. Well, I'd love to start here because we have got 2 daughters ourselves, and this is a conversation that we're having all the time. You know, there's a tension. Even that word modesty can be a trigger word for some of us, especially if you came out of a maybe more legalistic system or a system where there was a lot of pressure put on the girls that it's really up to you to keep every man from stumbling, okay? Which is not true, and the pressure we do not want to put on our daughters. And yet this other extreme, which is kind of, it's my body, I'll do what I want with it, is over here. And so we're trying to teach our daughters this kind of balance in between to say, really, it is your body, and how you dress is informing the rest of the world a little bit about you, okay? And so where do you want their attention? Do you want everybody's attention on certain parts of your body, or do you want them to look at you and get to know who you are? And so we talk about that when they're little, and even starting before they've developed it all. So like you think of these little girls who are running around in these tight pants, and they've got these short little shirts on. We're talking to our daughters about, just where you want the attention to be on your body, even though nobody's looking. They're just cute little girls. Yeah. But over time, those patterns will develop. So really, we're always talking about the why with our girls. It's really important not to shame them and put the pressure of everybody else's purity on them. And yet on the other side, to teach them that if they don't want to be treated like an object, don't dress like an object, okay? So there's this idea of, there's a lot of things we can wear that are trendy that still draw attention to our eyes and to who we are and our personalities.
Yeah.
Okay, I said a lot. Your turn.
That was pretty good, actually. Yeah.
As a dad, how do you feel about that?
Yeah. Well, I feel really good about the idea that that people would want to look at my daughters in their eyes and talk with them and get to know them and what's their interests are, and to help reduce objectification, right?
Yeah.
And
as much as we can.
Yeah, because that's what really counts is who they are and their character, and especially when it comes time to dating. We haven't got there yet. It's probably coming soon, but I certainly would want young men to look at my daughters and to have that kind of interest. Not that they would be attracted to them because they're beautiful, but that my daughters, we're training them as terms of, I've had conversations with them about how what they should be looking for with boys' attention, right? And where are they looking at, and what are they interested in? Are they asking questions? A big part of that comes from just practicing with them as their dad, and how do I notice them, and what am I talking about? And so that's part of the solution as well.
Yeah, so every year when we go shopping for them, we're definitely talking with one another. I even ask my daughters as a woman, girls, does this look appropriate? So being able to kind of use one another as feedback. And my girls will go, well, Mom, that looks a little, more tight, and we might talk about it, or talking about using certain clothes at certain times. So yoga pants are meant to be used for exercise, not your main attire for school. And if you are going to use leggings, then we talk about what, bigger shirts or things to cover. So talking about where we wear certain things. We're not wearing our bathing suits to school or to the grocery store, where in some cultures, right, Florida, Arizona, that might be normal. Here in the Northwest, not so much. So
I've still stuck on the fact that I don't know why women wear like things that hurt them, right? Like high heels. So
yeah, that's
still a quandary for me, right? So
yeah, it's a whole other conversation. But the idea that you can be trendy and again, dressing so that you're drawing attention on who you are, not necessarily just on how you look. But every girl wants to look beautiful. And so have the conversation, and they go through phases. It's normal for a little preteen to kind of push the limits a little bit, or in high school to want to try something, a little bit outside the box. So choose your battles. Don't pick on every single thing because they're going to tune you out. But being able to have ongoing conversations, and I think that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny too to watch your kids as they get older start raiding your closet, and now mine. My daughters are asking to wear my shirts and stuff, which is like, that. What? Okay.
Every trend comes back. It's so great, and right now it's a baggy trend, so we're good for that. Yeah. So just keep remembering, you're the right person for the job. You're the parent that your child needs, and so listening to your own discernment, you know your child well, and we are cheering you on.